Good morning. Another cool damp morning here in Tacoma. So today we're going to switch gears again and do a little secondary renovation. I love the fact that I got it all done and now I can go back and tweak it, because you're not going to get it right the first time every time, are you? I'm surely not. So I have this area where things come in. Hey, can you clean this up for me? Hey, you want this? And they get piled in this corner. Not bad. I mean, they're out of the way. They're not put behind a door where I'll forget about them. So that's good. But they're piled. And then we have this shelf, which was put up high to prevent running into it when you open a car door. But I think I want to take this and half it so it barely sticks out and make a second shelf. So I have two narrow shelves for car care products and things related to that. Like over here is my oil pan. And then make one more shelf over here so that I can categorize this stuff better. And then put some nails, hooks, screws, so that things that can be hung up, it'll clear off the shelf area instead of stacking things, and it'll make them more visible to me. I'll look over and go, I should clean up that wrench or that thing. That's how my brain is working. And then there's a little cabinet. Let's go down, ready? My wife got this cabinet somewhere and she wants to refinish it, but I don't know. I'm going to pull it out while we do this and do a couple of scrape tests and see what's under there and make my recommendation. Like, is it worth doing? I don't know. So let's get started with getting all this stuff out of here. Fast forward. Okay, here's a pro tip. Take it in small sections when you're doing something like this. Don't overwhelm yourself. And you kind of have to pull everything out. I did not realize, I'm going to show you here, how much stuff was crammed in there. And it's ridiculous. I mean, there's that point. And I've crossed that point many times. So I'm going to show you what we pulled out, and then we're going to get to work on building that extra shelf, narrowing this. There was so much stuff up here I couldn't even see that I didn't even know I had, and work from there. Okay, it's looking good, right? But we look. That's a big table. And then over here, and down here, and over here, and a little bit over there. That bit brace, I think I did a video. I did. That was for my grandson. So when I take the toolbox down next month to my son's, I'm going to bring that down for him. And I have a few more bits to clean up for it. I took the shelf off. And I am literally gonna rip it in half and make two narrow shelves. And I dug out this piece of old closet shelf, which we've talked about if you were watching my channel. It's not like I would like it be 2 inches bigger. But that doesn't matter for this. So now I'm gonna dig around for some scraps and make our third shelf. And I think we're gonna cap it at 3, and then there's room down there for the big stuff. But I honestly think I'm gonna have to definitely think about what I'm putting back here, because I don't want it all. It's just too much, and then I don't do anything because it's overwhelming. Just like cleaning this up is overwhelming. Right now, today, it ain't good. Oh, and what I also did was gave it a quick blow with the leaf blower. So you missed that because I didn't film it, because I don't care. All right, let me go dig up some wood and we'll get this shelf built. Holy cow, scratch that. If I put this shelf here, I'm gonna run into the same problem as up here. I won't know what's up there. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna rip it in half and make 2 small shelves for punches and Allen wrenches and little items that might be grab and quick cleanup. I want to show you side quest, because that's what I do. Side quest. John Fix just showed one of these. He cleaned up. This is a stack leather handle. Oh, look at that. Old school soldering irons. I was given these in a bag of stuff. And the end screws on, so I can actually take the stack off and clean it up. We're gonna move those up in priority and get those cleaned up, because when I saw his, I was like, yeah, that looks great. Okay, back to what we were doing. I found another piece of wood. Since I changed how I'm going to do it, this one is long enough. It's a much better depth. So we're going to make the first shelf out of this. I either have to set up my saw on the floor, because I didn't think about setting it up on the bench before I put all the stuff there. Or I can slide out my bandsaw, because I love laying stuff out like this. It has to notch around. And seeing how many tries it takes me to get it right. It's never one. It's very rarely. Okay, I'll do that on a bandsaw, and then I will honestly turn on the camera and fit it the first time in front of you to see. I could just cut it 6 times and go, wow, I fit it the first time, but nah. Okay, here we go. Oh. She's a snug, but she fits. If she fits, she ships. I did leave a little extra so I wouldn't pinch my wire there. You can't see it, it's for the garage door. Okay, couple little braces. I'm gonna see if I have another piece of wood that I can mimic this shelf and make one more, and man, we'll be in hog heaven. I'll be honest, the second one, I made it out of this old piece of MDF I got. It's junk. If I put it on here and I put some supports on either side, it's gonna sag in the middle with the moisture in here. What you can do to slow that down is make sure you put some fasteners, some screws down through it into the support piece. It'll just help it stay straighter a little longer, but I'm using up all this scrap, and this one was big enough to go across, and it's not gonna have heavy stuff on it, so. Then I took what was left of my, I still have a little more, plywood, and I cut some pieces. Now I'm just gonna mark them, make shelf brackets, and we'll get these things going. Today isn't about how to build a shelf. Well, I could call it that. I can call it whatever I want. No, this is called how to get your corner clean or something. This one's gonna sit right around in here. This one's right around in here. I'm gonna get some measurements so I can put the braces in. I want them lower so I can see them. Luckily I'm tall, so lower to me might not be lower to you if you're not weirdly tall. And that'll leave room. There's a piece of wood up here that I can put some nails or screws into and hang things like combination wrenches. So I can come over here and go, I should clean up them there wrenches. That's my thought process. I didn't say it was a good one, So we're just going to look at this and go, okay, 12. We'll put it at 12. And then we're going to kind of wedge this one in. Oh, there's a piece there that is a good stop block. Well, shoot, we'll just run it right up to there. So we're going to put it at about 8.5. I'm basically showing you this isn't rocket science, because I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to pre-drill these and get them screwed in. The little shelf holders. Right there. We're not savages. I did use a level to mount it. Still got to put the nails. I'm just going to put a screw each down through the top so it doesn't do that, you know. And again, it's for light stuff. One more pro tip. Compared to a lot of YouTube creators I see who do this kind of stuff, I have a lot less hardware. I'm going to tell you why. One, I used to move a lot. But two, when anybody moves in, this is my neighborhood now. I'm the old guy, one of the few. When young couples, young families, young singles move in, I always make sure I go out of my way to say hi. And one thing I tell them is, these are old houses. Things break a lot. Before you go to the store and get an elbow or a P-trap or a nail-in box, come see me. And I have shared hardware with many people, and I'll tell you what, great community builder. So there's my tip for the day. If you have stuff, share it. All right, let's play catch up. I split this in half. I cut these in place and doubled them. I went ahead and secured this down. I left a small gap in the back because I have Romex going up. And remember, I am going to rewire in here. So I don't want to have to be taking shelves down if I can help it. Trying to think ahead. I spaced these based on a lot of these from over the years. And it'll fit. Funny thing, my wife asked me the other day, do you have any car wash soap? I don't know. Probably somewhere. I don't know. The bucket that was up here was hiding inside of it. Hopefully she didn't go buy a whole new one. So anyway, there was a point to that. We're going to get all this stuff put away, I think, and then we'll dive into the one that's going to cause life-altering stress. Okay, let's. We're not done. But this is done. Look at that. I've got filter wrenches, microfiber, sponges, drying towel, various brushes, bucket, funnels. Everything I need is all right there, easy to find for anybody. So that took us, well, probably longer because I'm filming it, but not that long. So you're thinking, wow, that wasn't bad. Here's where the overwhelming part is. Dun, dun, dun. So the next step is going to be not putting it up on the shelf. These are all things that I want to restore or modify or work on. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to do a pass. Some of them, wishful thinking, but they're just beyond hope. They're not, you know, you have to know your line of what's worth it. And some of this just isn't. Some of it isn't, but I still am going to do it. So I'm going to go divide all that up, and then we'll have a better picture of what goes back. Okay, so I've come up with a plan. Sorry. So this is stuff that goes to one of my friends, and these. This goes to my other friends and neighbors that have the shop. No, that's my stuff, I'm sorry. This is for them and their shop. And this is miscellaneous, but quick to clean. Like I have so many old hammers, and I'm tired of scraping these handles, especially because things like that, they're really whacked up. But I do have a couple of pieces of ash, so for those we're going to make new handles and go that route and see if we can't dial in the procedure and get a little better at it, you know. I have a few more things that go I don't know. It's very overwhelming, but everything is open. I can look and see what's there in a blink, and that, I think, is going to help move this along. It's not tucked away in a drawer or in a cabinet for someday. It's going to haunt me every time I come in here, and if I do a couple of things a week, I'll get there. I have a look at how it's bent. I have a bunch of railroad spikes, but I also use those when I'm doing electrolysis as sacrificial pieces. So, you know, not everything will get done, but okay, we're progressing. Oh, I forgot I had my lug wrench, so that's hanging. Move the toe strap and the and the oil pan are all in the vehicle section. I brought my wife out and showed her because those are things she looks for sometimes, and she was very happy. Happy wife. Like, we don't use and haven't used our fireplace in quite a while. There's always burn ban restrictions on it unless it's sole source heating. It smells up the place. It's not a very good design, but I have fireplace parts that I've been saving forever, but they're brass underneath here. So I'm going to keep them one more season, and if I don't clean them up by the end of the year, they're gone, because it's ridiculous. I know, even if I do clean them up, it's purely decorative. Quick recap on what we did today. Couple hours, maybe 3 hours, when I got a little more sweeping to do, but I'm not going to bore you with that. We got all the project stuff sorted. It looks great. If it helps me get to them, that's the main objective. So again, like everything we do, we got to update our thinking and our thought process and our ideas all the time. This is great. The car care stuff. Anything that's, just specifically for maintaining our vehicles, cleaners and whatnot, and oil changing stuff, all right there. This is still my extension cord blowers and other stuff, but I think there's room for improvement in there too, even. We'll see. I think I've been doing this, working my way towards the worst part, because that wasn't fun. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm happy. I'm very happy with the outcome. Let me show you down below too. But it wasn't fun. So I think I've been pushing back towards the worst. So next, oh, that's horrible. Sorry, the lighting. I'll fix it. Anyway, the pit of portable power tools and lathe accessories. And I want to see about pulling the lathe out and cleaning up behind it. Everything on that wall, except for the workbench, which is one of the last projects I'm going to do, is now on casters. And I think mentally I've been putting this off for last. This is overwhelming. So if you see that one if you see a video coming up for that, it means we're almost there on our second round of fixing up the little shop. Am I pleased with the first round? Absolutely. I could have left it just like that till my dying days. Am I more pleased that I'm going through and refining it now? Oh yeah, it's way better. So who knows, if we go through and do a third round, I don't foresee a full third round being needed, but I have a feeling if we do, the outcome is going to be. So on that note, see you next week.